Oh, wow. Okay. Not what I expected. I thought they'd pick something that scaled a little bit better than the Jug, but it does allow them to hit this tempo in the mid game where they have 5 like really strong heroes in the early stages of the game. Especially for somebody like the Clockwork, who, you know, getting an earlier earn could be really useful. Whatever he decides to go for. And this top lane, like, it's fine for mid 1 and No-Tail early on in the first few waves, but when Veno starts to go a few more levels, you know, the lane starts to get a lot more difficult.
There's first blood finally coming through, and that's a kill on a Solari that...
I'm really surprised Toby hasn't bought a stick on this Venomancer. I feel like when you're laning up against Undying, right, like, the stick's pretty key. He's gone for this Bracer instead, which isn't a bad choice, but yeah, like, this damage is crazy. Like, they're just spamming him out the lane.
But so far so good for OG. Not that things are going horribly right now for Viking.
No.
As they look over at No-Tail, Spectral Dagger comes in, the Tombstone committed, now No-Tail low. He'll end up falling. Aramis gets the kill there. Sunstrike onto Aramis. Not gonna land, however, they'll still get this kill. Saxa, he gets credit for the kill on Aramis, and it's a 1-for-1 trade so far.
Oh, he didn't.
But mid 1 taking a lot of damage, as is Saxa, and that'll force mid 1 to TP back home. As Seb now bottom dies to Solari, so they get 2 kills here for Viking, 2 big kills there for him, even back on this game.
Yeah, I thought Toby up in the top lane would try and actually ward block the line in the trees, but oh no, his Korea. Like, he did TP back to base on mid 1, and yeah.
They're gonna go for Toby. Venomous Gale did hit on a Sox, so they get the kill into the line, but there is the Sunstrike landing on Toby, so now they've got the kill on the Venomancer. Toby, well, his life may not be in vain as Boom comes over, lands the Doom on a mid 1. The chase is there, and this should be a return kill for the side of Viking. Forced to use that wand. Things were getting a little dicey there for a second. I was actually looking at mid 1's net worth, and he is very far behind Shad on the Jug. He just did not farm that well up towards top.
Yeah, normally we see this Spectre go
over mid. Inkswell gets popped. Thompson in trouble. He'll end up dying to Aramis. No chance to make the rotation, but there's the Soulbind. 2 are locked up. Doom gets committed onto Lion, so, well, Saxa, he'll be forced to retreat. He might die. Spectral Dagger thrown at Boom. How far are you going to commit for this one? Because now the Soulbind's no longer there. They've got the Shockwave. RP committed. Boom will die. They don't lose Saxa, and this is a bit too far for Viking. A bit too much of a commitment from just Boom playing that Doom. Especially because mid 1's game is not going that well right now. Things are very tough. Commits the Haunt. Now the stun hits, and Toby will go down mid. They use that Haunt, and Thompson gets credit for that one. Mid 1 makes the rotation. Shipped out? No. He's gone Soul Ring now with the Windlace. He did have Blink Dagger queued up.
By the way, for mid 1 with the Empower.
It's a lot of gold in the bank, but still just under 3k away from catching up to Shad. No-Tail with the Omni Slash bouncing around. There's the Haunt coming from the back. Solarian's in trouble as he gets it with the Cold Snap as well as the Deafening Blast. Solarian's up dead. That's going to be one gone from the side of Viking. Boom and Shad need to run, but there's the RP on a multiple heroes. The Sunstrike comes through. They get the kill to Toby, and now they look over the rest.
Goes down,
Thompson ends up falling. Decay from No-Tail, continuing to try and support his team. Mid 1 getting low as well. He needs to be careful with the Spectral Dagger being thrown at Shad. They'll start to retreat on the side of OG. They'll TP out No-Tail. They'll get the stun on a 1, but there's the Blade Fury from Shad. They catch up with Saxa. Aramis now fighting Seb. Skewer on a 2, but Seb gets low and he'll end up falling. Saxa with the finger to kill Aramis before he dies, and it's a 3-for-2 in the favor of Viking.
Like, they don't really have enough kind of like raw damage at the moment, apart from like the Sunstrike, and because the Spectre isn't a massive damage dealer right now. Like, the mid 1 needs to keep scaling here.
Mid 1 needs to work on these Ancients, but Shad just coming over and saying what's yours is mine, and it's No-Tail now in some trouble. The Inkswell hits, the Tornado comes through, Thompson trying to do it again, but the Soulbind, ooh, is it enough? They get the No-Tail, they'll trade out Solari. Doom, can he do anything with this? The Infernal Blade takes out mid 1, and Thompson, within the Ghost Walk, is just able to squeak away.
They really need this Blink concept though now, because they really lack initiation at the moment on OG. Like, it's difficult for them to find like clean catches because Sax is not close to anything. I mean, he has Aether Lens, but like, it's not reliable, right? When you're playing up against this Jug, you need the instant initiation with the Hex.
They're looking to go in, and yeah, they're going to go in on Soxa with the hook shot, but there's Spectral Dagger coming through from mid one, Stroke of Fate, as well as Chaos Meteor going down from top. Some BKB's been popped by Boom. Now they'll use the Haunt. Inferno Blade hits, and they'll get the kill on the Solari as well as Aramis. They'll buy back on the Grimstroke. They've used the Poison Nova, but Toby in a little bit of trouble as the Decay comes in from No Tail, and mid one trying to fight this Venomancer. Soxa low, as well as the Mute out onto CEB on this Magnus. Boom, though, he's in trouble. No longer has the BKB. That's on cooldown for another 50 seconds. The Ink's all placed on the Grimstroke, but he's on the run with everybody here for the side of OG. They'll get the kill, take out Solari for a second time, and OG come out victorious after that engagement and smoke right away.
Because they managed to get the Doom onto CEB, but Thompson just stands there and right-clicks the Doom with Alacrity on. And because Doom doesn't have a huge amount of armor, he actually just has to run away. So, like, even though CEB's completely taken out the fight, they really struggle to find any pickoffs.
Ooh, RP comes through. There's the Cataclysm. But with the Skewer, it's going to miss. They've got themselves the Omni Slash as well as the hookshot coming through, but it's not going to be enough just yet. They'll take out No Tail. No Tail buys back immediately. They'll get the kill on the Boom. So now without that Doom, they're in a little bit of trouble. He's gone for 52 seconds. Shad, he's already used that Omni Slash, so how much is he really worth in this engagement? But with mid one as well as CEB below, they're going to be forced to TP back.
I mean, they understand that they can kind of like fake this out though, so now the Tombstone's gone down and they're not really achieving anything from this on OG. It's actually not bad for Viking. They need to wait for this Doom to be back up again. Like, he's their big like team fighter at the moment, it feels like. Thompson's getting a little bit low on mana here as well.
Mid one. Moving forward, has that Manta. Trying to go after Toby. There's the Meteor drop down and Toby just gets blown up.
But like, what's this Soulbind, right? Like, there's no Doom up, but they had no play. You just have to let the Veno die, and now you don't have Soulbind up for your Doom. There is a small window here for Viking where they have Doom up without the RP.
OG, it's not exactly the easiest to just grab this Roche. They need to position themselves around the pit to make sure this hook shot. And Rocket Flare comes in with the Aegis picked up by mid one. They look over at Shad. Shad's in a lot of trouble. The Skewer is out, but there's the Blade Fury. He won't survive. He has gone for 53 seconds. No buyback. And CEB continuing to move forward with the rest of OG as they march towards the Viking side. They'll try to TP Aramis out, but he stops the TP. Poison Nova committed. Sunstrike won't hit, but the Skewer is there from CEB. They'll get the kill into Toby and look over at the Clockwork to try and finish off a third hook shot onto CEB, but it won't matter. They've got the finger and mid one there for a double kill. OG grab the Aegis and take another successful fight. Definitely looking like that when you're poking and prodding, but the commitment's just not there. And it's, you know, kind of grounded them in this game. It's allowed mid one to really get back into it, that's for sure.
Oh, they find Thompson though. This will be a massive kill if they can get it.
Yeah, they've got the Doom out on him. Battery Assault as well as the Cog, so try to run, but the Inferno Blade is there. They'll get the kill into this Invoker. 5 times free going the way of Boom. And
they missed
maybe even some more. Tombstone down, Soulbind's there. Boom. Doesn't have Doom. He's already used it onto the Invoker. They're going to continue with the Inkswell. That's a 2-man stun. No Tail in trouble. As is said, the BKB's been committed by Boom. They've got themselves the Guardian Greaves being popped by 7. So Spectral Dagger flies in from mid one. He'll try to help out. No Tail's gone. Neither of those heroes have buyback on the side of OG. Mid one, he wants to fight, but I'm not sure this is the fight that he wants to take. He does have the Aegis. The RP's committed on a 3. CEB! Can he turn this around for the side of OG? I just don't think they have the damage. They look over at Solari. They get themselves the kill on the Grimstroke. That's at least 1, but they end up losing the Magnus. Poison Nova committed. Mid one now needs to run. The Spirit Vessel's on him. Aramis and Toby are chasing. Venomous skills get thrown out. They've got themselves Shad, and that's the first life gone from this Spectre. But nobody is here to help him. The rest of the team is gone. Mid one now, haunting, trying to jaunt them out and trying to be slippery, moving around as much as he can. Can he at least get a kill on the Clockwork? Yes, he can, and now Thompson's back. So Thompson gets into the fight. There's the Tornado as well as the EMP. Out of mana is Toby. He's in some trouble. The Sunstrike comes in. It's a little bit too far, but Toby will still die. Somehow, mid one survives with a second life, and they've taken out 2. OG start to turn this. Spectral Dagger thrown at Shad, so he needs to try and get out of this, but Thompson's right here. Oh, they don't commit, but OG somehow grabs something back from the grips of defeat.
And yes, Viking played the fight really well, but it's going to get more and more difficult now as the game goes on.
Oh, yeah. They smoke up. They got to try and make something happen. And they'll find Soxa, who stops the TP. Oh! A little 4-staff action. It won't keep him alive, but it's nice.
Top tower under attack.
But here come OG. They're going to try and turn this. Now, you know that they don't have the Lion, but they're going to try and go the other way with this. They go after Solari, but it's only going to be a Doom on one of these heroes. They get the Sun. Inkswell follows it up. That's going to be on the 3 of these heroes. They look over at No Tail. There's the Omni Slash mid one. He's now all by himself. So Omni Slash bouncing around. He's got himself the haunt once again. He jumps over to Aramis. He goes for the clockwork. A hook shot lands. Chaos Meteor down, but it's not going to be enough. They look to get mid one. He's low, as well as Seb. Boom continuing forward. He doesn't have the BKB or Doom to work with. Skewer away from Seb, but they've got the Inferno Blade. They've got the control. Can they get the kill? Yes, they can. 6 times free down into the drain as mid one falls. They'll continue for more. Thompson into the Ghost Hawk just to escape. As Boom blinked forward and almost found a 4th.
You know, he's so tanky with this 27 armor. He has a BKB. He's got the repair kit as his neutral item as well. Like, this guy's sitting on 37.4 HP regen. Like, bringing him down 100 to 0 is like almost impossible unless they RP him, pretty much. They do see him under a sentry here, but
they've got the Hex, and now they've got the stun. They'll hit the finger, and they blow him up. So, Haunt moving forward, Soulbind on a 2. They're going to buy back on Boom, but the Soulbind's already been used, so they've got the hookshot coming from Aramis as well as the Cogs. Abyssal Blade on both these heroes! There's the Infernal Blade, the Doom comes in, they look over to Thompson, they've got the Blade Fury right on, but there is Set with the RP! Can they get the kill on either Shatter or Boom? Boom for the second time, he pops that BKB, he looks over at mid one, he's using that Infernal Blade, they get the kill on Aramis, but they lose Thompson! Thompson did for 6 seconds,
really
he's got
low.
buyback, mid one low, running away from Boom, but they got the Hex coming in from Sox, so that might save him! As well as the stun! Boom looking, but he can't find him!
oh my god, they get out.
Seb ends up dead, but if that was Seb and mid one going down, this time Aegis will go into the hands of Viking. What did Boom buy out on that he's delayed on this? So now you're up against this Aegis as well as Cheese. Aegis is in the hands of Boom, rightfully so, because he did buy back. And now the Haunt comes through from mid one. They look over as they found the Venomancer of Toby. And they get the kill. He jumps forward, looking for potentially more, but Boom already TPing out and the rest of the team trying to evacuate from this. But Thompson in some trouble. Abyssal Blade with a hook shot. They're right on him. Oh, the newly placed Sentry catches the aggressive Invoker.
He's going BKB though, to stop the Infernal Blade coming out onto him, just for at least that BKB duration, but maybe he feels like the Dispersion talent's not worth it because it's going to be taken off him a lot of the time anyway. Hook shot.
Hook shot comes through, that hits on a set, but they've got the Hex from Saxa. Skewer back onto the Doom. Doom's in trouble. RP comes through as well as BKB. They've got themselves the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm hits on Aramis as well as Boom. They're going to lose the first life onto the Doom. Now they look over as Shad moving in with the Haunt away from mid one. And now where is Boom? He's away from his team. His team is nowhere close to help him. And they will get the second kill on to Boom. He has gone for 2 minutes. Again, they just need to tighten up on some of these initiations, some of these team fights where it feels like things are a bit sloppy. They'll lose the tier 3. They're the first one to break high ground here for OG. Tornado misses Toby. They were looking over to start going towards bottom. Shad, he's level 25 mid one. He's going through. They've got the Hex. The Sunstrike misses. The Guardian Greaves are there. The Venomous Scale is thrown out, but mid one pops the BKB. Grab themselves the melee racks. Is this all they're going to get? There's still 38 seconds without this Doom.
Yeah, he understands they want to make something happen. He must have seen the smoke in the base with the ward or something. Like, so they're just holding the high ground and holding the vision control here.
Spectral Dagger thrown out. Otis Orb on a mid one. Boom backs off for just a second, but no tail coming over. The Venomous Scale is thrown in. There's the blink as well as the War Stomp coming in onto this Undying. No tail pops immediately. But they've got themselves the stun as well as the Cataclysm coming through. And there's the finger. Boom in trouble. Pops the BKB. Surviving for now. The hookshot misses. Omni Slash bouncing around. They get the kill on Boom as well as Toby. They don't have buyback. Omni Slash will run out. And now this is Shad in trouble. There's the stun coming in from Saxa, who's on the high ground. They look over at this junk. They look over at the Clockwork. They'll try to chase him down. The Blade Fury as well as the TP. No tornado.
What a tornado.
They'll get the kill on a Shad. They'll take out Aramis and Solari. Everybody goes down on Viking. And OG may have just secured the game because they sure as hell just jumped up 8,000 net worth. They lose the tier 3, they'll lose the second melee racks. 2 sets will be gone in just a moment. Go at the tier 4s, mid one. Again, leading the charge where Viking, they don't have much to throw without the Omni Slash and the Doom dead. They get that kill on a Solari. He's gone immediately. 74 seconds without buyback. Toby pops the poison over, but it's very far away from the side of OG. They've got the Soulbind in, but nothing to follow it up. So things are looking dicey. Things are looking problematic for Viking, who held it so close for so long, but 41 minutes in, it seems like they've broken the bank here for OG.
Yeah, and they can just... Oh, hang on. Hook shot.
Hook shot. Dust. Cogs. Abyssal Blade. And Saxa low. Force Staff away, and even with the Spirit Vessel, they just can't get the kill. The BKB's been popped by mid one. They'll use the Doom out onto the Invoker. They'll get the kill onto Soxus, so they'll take out one, but there's the Haunt jumping back towards Shad. Shad in trouble, trying to run. Aramis is dead. Mid one can't get the kill onto Shad, but he looks over at Toby instead and will claim the life of the Venomancer there for him. No Tail's gone for 94 seconds. They look over at Boom. They'll pull him in. They'll get the kill. They'll take him out. It's a double kill for mid one. The Blade Fury right on him. There's the Cataclysm coming through. Shad, you're gone. You're dead. And so are the chances of Viking taking this game. OG will take game one.
This was such a sick game, though. Like, I feel really bad for Viking because there was like they did so well for most of this game, and then they made two huge mistakes. Right? Like, one of them wasn't even their fault necessarily. Like.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Night Stalker. Not a hero that we have seen much of recent.
But, like, it depends whether you get, like, the double Wraiths and whatnot as well. But, I mean, Seb's really struggling down in this bot lane at the moment. He has a salve, but, like... I think
they might even just get first blood. Yeah, he's dead to rights. Shad grabbing first blood. Solari on the run. He might drop as well, but no power shot, so... Well, Viking really don't find much out of it, but 125 gold still, at this point in the game, quite a good chunk. Really liking it so far from Viking as they just get around No Tail, and they didn't get the kill within the trees, but they do get the kill here under the tier 1 tower. Shad also shows up.
He has the Mask of Madness as well. Yeah. But they, again, it's down to this thing, like, it's...
Bottom. Toby's they're going to go for Toby. They've got the Tombstone down, but the Laguna Blade hits. No Tail dead again. Killing spree here for the Clockwork. To get around Aramis, and they'll grab the kill on Lina, or will they? Uh-oh, stun comes through. Saksa gone. Sunstrike out. Takes out Toby. Tops in. He grabs one, and now Solari on the run. Seb, no mana to play with, so won't be able to throw the Void, and will have to leave the Enchantress to live.
And I was expecting more from this Clockwork, considering the really good start to the game he had, but his rotations have been really, like, ineffective.
In the jungle, looking for Thompson. They just can't catch him, or can they? Toby coming in with a hook shot. Thompson in some trouble. They do commit the RP for this and will finish him off this time. He doesn't get to just TP out, and that's a big one to get.
That's exactly what they needed to do, right? Like, find the big kill between the Clock and the Magnus, and they blow both their ults, but it's you know, it's still worth it.
Is, you know, to get that Invoker is quite nice, but Seb here, bottom, looks over at Toby, and they will grab the Shackle Shot, but Seb taking a lot of damage. The Laguna Blade is thrown into No Tail. He is dead for the 5th time. He's 0-5-2, but, I mean, he's happy to give up his life if the rest of his team can survive. He's more than a majority of the kills so far.
I'd love to know how much gold No Tail are giving away with tombstones this game, though. Like, it feels like it's been a huge amount.
Tornado EMP with the Cold Snap. Thompson making this kill on Aramis easy as they look for Toby and stop the TP. Grabbing themselves a second. Seb gets credit for that one, and the tier 1 bottom looking to fall as well.
So we'll see how much Shad can get done. This Battle Fury pickup.
So Battle Fury picked up. We got 4 heroes towards mid for OG. They're going to try and take this tier 1 tower over mid. And defense is looking to line up for Viking as No Tail moves forward, drops the Tombstone and the ult. Decay comes in, the damage is felt, the hook shot is thrown. They'll get the kill on a No Tail, taking him out for the 6th time.
Good
they
Shackle.
lose this tier 1 over mid, so the Shackle lands. Toby in trouble. The God Strength Path finding mid 1. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Laguna Blade with the skewer. Mid 1 in trouble.
Great disarm,
on the 2. Oh, RP used, but he's already dead. Boom whiffs.
Yeah, good fight for Viking. I mean, they lose their tower, which is the big thing. This is with the Sven death as well. He's going to keep farming these stacks here, but, like, yeah, AM having a really good time now.
It's not everybody else. I'm happy. Sunstrike coming through onto Aramis, and they'll grab the kill onto the Lina. Seb gets credit for that one. Looks like they're backing off to smoke themselves, and yeah, Lina will bring over the smoke. They've already smoked on the side of OG. OG will cut through the jungle, so this is a little bit too slow coming in from Viking, but they'll go in with the Tornado as well as the EMP onto the Lina. Lina in a little bit of trouble. The hookshot doesn't land, and Seb moves forward with the rest of OG to grab this kill onto the 4 position Lina. So that 2,000 net worth lead that Viking had is quickly cut down by OG. However, again, yeah, like we'll see what they can do with the Blink Checker as well as the RP. Boom coming around the back. They've got No Tail in some trouble to skewer away. They'll get the kill on to the Undying, and now they'll look for more.
They got the hook shot up in 1 second.
Hook shot comes in. Shackle thrown. Not going to matter. Mid one, though. He's going to try and fight his way through this. The Laguna Blade throwing it to Toby. They get the kill. The RP is there. They'll take out mid one. They look over at Saksa. And the LSA hits. So they lock down this Windrunner. They grab themselves yet another, and 3 gone on the side of OG as Viking take a very successful fight once again. Sunstrike comes in. That'll spot that they're trying to take Roche. They are nearby. Undying up in 2 seconds. They'll evacuate the pit. They'll keep Shad in there, but it's down to about a 4th health.
They're a little bit worried, though.
Shad
loses all his mana.
Out of mana. Blink,
the
RP, and now the skewer back onto Thompson. He's all by himself. Seb comes in. Can he get the silences to keep Thompson alive? Yes, he can. So now the BKB's been popped. They get the kill on the Toby. Seb moving forward with the help of No Tail and the rest of the team. There's, oh my god,
Roche
mid one
so
just
low.
2 shots. Lena, and they're going to go after Roche themselves. They no longer have RP. And this is a problem, but Toby does have hook shot. It's not going to matter. They're going forward. Mid one grabs the Aegis, and now they look over at Seb. They've got themselves the hook shot coming through on the mid one as well as this Night Stalker, but it won't matter. Boom ends up dead. BKB's been popped by mid one. They can continue to move on forward as Viking now need to just retreat. Shat, low on mana, just escaping.
If you make a mistake, even if it is small, you know, the other team will just punish you so hard for it. They'll make a mountain out of a molehill.
Arcane power.
Big fan of that expression. Promise. Stun thrown out at to Toby, and skewer back. Boom, controlling mid one for a moment. They've got Seb, though, moving forward, getting the silence out onto the Lena. Lena, nothing to do here but the LSA. And no Laguna Blade to follow it up. They get the kill, and Nell will buy back. But the Mana Void, not going to matter. Shad ends up dead. He's gone for 50 seconds without buyback. They look over at Solari with the BKB being popped by Seb. Seb moving in, but Solari invis thanks to the Glimmer Cape, so they won't. Smoke comes in from Viking. They'll try to get something done here. Mid one, you can see he's starting to pull away from Shad in terms of net worth. And smoke breaks.
Oh, what a
Thompson
tornado.
right there. Tornado comes in as well as the EMP. Solari gets hit. But there's the stun from mid one. He also pops the God Strength.
Oh my
and
God.
doing a lot of damage to this Clockwork. But he survives for a moment longer thanks to the Glimmer Cape. However, will still fall. So mid one gets credit for that. Saksa coming
What a
in.
shackle.
2-man shackle landing on the Lena and the Enchantress. And with the Cataclysm, they're gone. Solari, Aramis. No buyback for the Lena, but only buyback for Solari.
And this Sven with Alacrity is just doing so much damage. He has the BKB now, so he's not really scared of anything. I mean, like, RP's annoying, but it feels like they just don't have the damage to kill him off at the moment. They RP the
RP?
flag.
They're going to try and kill Seb, but he's got BKB. He just
How do
goes.
they kill him?
Okay. Saksa coming over. Shackle will land. Of course it does. And Thompson following this one up. The Shackle lasts so long. You're going to try and TP out, but there's the Tornado as well as the Ice Wall down. So Skewer to get some distance, but another Shackle. And another one that lands. EMP right on the Boom. And everybody here for the side of OG except for mid one because he is unneeded to grab this kill. And Seb will take out Boom. And that feels really bad because you just committed the RP.
Like, because he didn't commit Power Shot to do more damage or anything, so Mag's like, oh, maybe I can TP out here. Then all of a sudden, Invoker's just on top of him straight away. Maybe I'm overthinking that, but, like, it seems pretty good. Oh, there's a Meteor Hammer.
In trouble again. And there's the dust. Solari done. Yeah, I mean, this is going to make these towers easier and easier to take.
They have
For
no
Viking, I don't know what they can do here. No Glyph and no RP to work with.
And the thing is, AM can't even fight either, right? Like, he has to just keep farming.
Blink Skewer, not bad. Puts him in between the
He has
tier 4s.
Aegis.
They've got the Laguna Blade. They get the kill, but he does still have the Aegis. BKB's been popped by Seb. They'll get the kill on Aramis. And now, hookshot flies through from Toby. But what do you do afterwards? Stormhammer hits Toby. Gone. Thompson with a Sunstrike gets the kill. God Strength pop. Both racks go down mid. And mid one wants to continue to march on. We'll go down towards the bottom tier 3. Glyph still not available for another 12 seconds. And by the time it's up, you may even just lose this melee round. RP on a 2, but he only skewers back Seb. Tornado comes in from Thompson. Thompson continuing to do work here. Shad behind him. Shad trying to do all he can, but he's silenced up. He's hit with the shackle shot, and they will get the kill onto the anti-mage. Dead for 64 seconds. That might just be the nail in the coffin here to get the call of the GG and the 2-0 for OG as they take another set of racks and go towards the tier 4s. Meteor Hammer coming in once again. That's going to hit both tier 4s. They'll get the kill on a mid one. So that'll hold them alive for a little bit longer. The hookshot hits on a Saksa. They've got the cogs around the Windrunner. The Laguna Blade thrown over at Thompson. They've also got Dust.
Is he out?
Will it matter? I don't think it will. Thompson's still able to retreat, and it's almost like they want to go back in if they come too far from Viking. So obviously OG will start to posture near the pit, as will Viking, as this timer starts to tick down, and there's 30 seconds away from letting us know where it's going to be at afterwards. But Shad, he went forward on this, and now he's silenced. They've got the shack shot with the Cataclysm. They just blow him up. 70 seconds, see you later. And now moving forward is OG, but they're in trouble. Seb goes down mid one, getting low, but he's got way too much damage for them to handle on the side of Viking. They get the kill on a Boom Aramis as well as Toby, and they're looking for the full team wipe. Solari, the last one to go down, dusted up in the Glimmer Cape, not going to matter, and GG is called by Viking. OG with a 5-for-1 to take the Series 2 up.
Yeah, and that last fight there is exactly why you see the power of the Night Stalker versus the AM, right? Because like he pops the Manta, but as soon as this AoE silence goes down, unless AM has a BKB, they're just going to chase it. So there's absolutely no hope for Shad, unfortunately.